Hi, I'm Linda and I'm a teller at Pine Island Bank. Pine Island Bank is a great place to work. It's a community bank. What does a community bank mean? It really means that you're meeting the needs of the people in the community, not just the people who live here, but also the businesses who operate their daily business within the community. We're also present at community functions. You'll see us around town a lot, such as events like Trunk or Treat, to just really meld within the community. And what does a bank teller do? Well, oftentimes people say the bank teller is the face of the bank, because generally we're the first person you see when you enter the bank. We handle all kinds of cash deposits, withdrawals, we cash checks, we roll coin when people bring in jars of coin that they've been saving. We redeem savings bonds. We make loan payments. We really are the first line, if you will, to determine what the customer is needing and how can we best assist them. I think the other advantage of being in a community bank is you get to know your customers. Customer service is number one priority. It's absolutely the number one thing I love most in my job. And what does that mean? It means we have a responsibility to our customer. We get to know them. We get to know their savings habits and also their habits of how they deposit money. So sometimes, especially in today's world, there's a lot of suspicious activity that might take place. And oftentimes, we're the ones that might say, wait a minute, this is really out of character for this individual. I wonder if we should investigate just a little bit more. And then we can get an officer from the bank or whoever might be needed to help speak with that customer and determine, is this okay? Do they understand what they're doing? Or how might we improve that for the customer? So again, getting to know your customers is what I think is the number one thing bank tellers do. The bank is open, the drive-through opens at 7 a.m. and we close at 6 p.m. So there's a variety of hours and a variety of shifts available that need to be covered. Things I do when I open the bank are I do the bank reports on a daily basis. So I balance cash, make sure that everything that has been processed throughout the bank balances to what our vault has on hand. So it's an important part of what we do. If it's not, we investigate why. And we always find out why. So it always balances in the end. At night you close and you basically are responsible for locking the bank, securing the vaults, and ensuring that all of the alarm systems are on and operating. So it requires a lot of responsibility. I work a lot as a team. So the tellers really are a team. We worked collectively to help one another out when we need it. We also work with the other departments within the bank, the personal bankers being probably my number one go-to people, because a lot of the things that customers need, such as help with debit cards, things like that, they are able to help with. The loan department as well is another area that I work closely with. I think what I love most about being in banking is that you can start as a teller at an entry level. So we require that you have a high school diploma. Other skills that I would say are crucial to this job are, number one, you have to like people. You have to be willing to go the extra mile for people. Good numeric aptitude is also important. Math was my favorite subject in school, and it continues to be just very helpful in the banking business. The other skill that's required is attention to detail. Accuracy is paramount when you're a teller, because you have to balance your cash drawer. You have to make sure you're counting cash correctly. Otherwise you're off, and that's not a very good feeling. I have an associate's degree in accounting. I continue to use that knowledge in my work because we work with the general ledger. We also are working with debits and credits to people's accounts, and so that knowledge has come in handy. There is a lot of online training that we as tellers do. It's really interesting, and I would encourage anyone who becomes a bank teller to seek out those training opportunities as much as they can. It's really come in handy. And the other thing that's great about being a teller is you get to know so many of the departments. You get to know what are the tasks that they do. There's a lot of chance for advancement within the bank, such as to become a loan assistant or possibly a personal banker. I think the Pine Island Community Bank really invests in their staff. We think of us as a family. We get to know one another. We get to know about their children, their parents, what their hobbies are and their interests outside of work. But it also helps us understand what they do, and they encourage us to continue to use our skills as best as we can. I have written a lot of procedures because I tend to be very detail oriented, and sometimes that comes in handy when you're writing out procedures. So I've been involved with that. Being in banking, it's an ever-changing world, which is exciting. It makes it, every day is new. You just never know what you're going to get, and that's exciting to me. So with that, oftentimes procedures have to change as well. So if you're considering a job that utilizes your personal skills, your attention to detail, your aptitude for math, I encourage you to be a bank teller. I think you'll like it. Thanks.